Hello Nintendo, Wii here, welcome to my unboxing of the new 3DS. I'm very excited to have been accepted by Nintendo to get the email to get this machine. I know lots of people haven't, so I do feel very sorry for you guys, and there's still a few more days to go until it expires, so if you do have any friends that have got the emails and they're not planning on buying one of these, then ask them if they can forward the email on to you. Don't go on eBay, they're charging crazy prices for them already, so... I don't really know what you can do if you didn't get selected, and I don't know what the selection process was either, so there's not really been much help there. I'm just very grateful that I did get selected, and if you're one of the people that doesn't, I hope there is a way around it, so good luck. Anyway, let's see what's in this. Okay, so let's take a look inside the box. Ooh, it looks shiny. So here's the first box that it comes in. It says New Nintendo 3DS Ambassador's Edition on it. Let's take a look inside. So if I get it upside down or that. I think I did. Okay, here we go. So this is everything that comes in the box. Quick start and AR cards, as always. Here's what you really want to see. There's the faceplate. And in here somewhere is a system. Inside a very strange cardboard box. There we go, you can already see it says Nintendo on it. Not sure if you can see the writing on the back there. This is where the faceplate clips onto, or the back faceplate. No, it's the front. The front faceplate clips on there, and the back one looks like it's already screwed on, and it says Nintendo like that, nice and shiny and silver. The new stylus is at the bottom of the system, and it's just plain plastic, not like the original not like the original 3DS, which was metal. Seems like everything's at the bottom of the system actually. There's the power button down there, the 3 LED indicators, the game card slot is also at the bottom, the headphone port. The differences at the top are extra L and R trigger buttons, and the same charging port as always. The first thing you'll notice when you open it up is how amazingly nice and colourful these buttons are, and of course the extra analog nub stick. It actually doesn't move at all, which is kind of weird. I don't know if you can see. It actually doesn't move. It's just rubber. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but we can test it out in a bit in some games. And there's a little groove at the top there, I'm not sure if you can see that either. Presumably so that doesn't touch onto the side of the system or something. Either way, it's a very nice looking system. Still got the 3D slider on that side, which clicks on and off, and the volume is now on the other side, which also clicks on and off. And they've moved the start and select buttons to be actual buttons rather than on the bottom of the screen. There's just a home button now. So let's put this faceplate on and see what it looks like. I'm not really sure how this works. Hopefully it just clips on like that. There you have it. And it also comes with some Super Smash Bros. Faceplates as well, which I'll probably end up using so that I don't damage this one, as I'm sure it's going to be worth quite a lot of money in the future. I'll charge it up and then we can take a look at some games for it. Looking closer at the box, it actually says at the top here what Nintendo actually means, which is surprising because everyone, I presumed, always thought it meant leave luck to the heavens, but that is the official translation right there. Entrust Sky and Company. And there's Nintendo's HQ, which I have actually been to not long ago. And if we turn around to look at the back, there's some of the new features. Super stable 3D. C-stick, or kind of a C-stick, more of a C rubber nub or something. NFC function for amiibos, which is something that a lot of people are going to be getting one for, I presume. And replaceable cover plates, which is only for this standard version, not the XL version. And as of yet, there is no release date for it. So the only way you can get one so far is through this. So it runs off exactly the same charger as all the other 3DS systems. It comes with this little charging cradle, which I'm going to try out now. To say Nintendo on the bottom there. So the power slot's in underneath it like this. And then it clips onto it like that, and as you can see, that little orange light there is turned on to show that it's charging, and you can show off that lovely faceplate at the same time. And it leaves a little space at the bottom so you can see if there's any notifications from Miiverse, which is apparently sped up a lot, so we'll take a look at that too. Of course, the first thing you have to do is go through all the different settings. I'm not sure if it'll show up very well on the camera, but you can see how the screen flickers like that. You can kind of see that flicker in person, but it actually means that you can hold the DS all the way like that, or all the way like that, and there won't be any weird effect like there was with the old 3DS. It works by keeping track of your eyes, apparently. Must have a better camera. The first thing it tells you is that there's a theme shop. Which I already know about because I've got the themes on this one. I'm still going to be using this 3DS as my main system. There's my sleeping Pikachu. And it comes pre-installed with a Tomodachi Life demo. Unfortunately, there was no actual free game with the system, which is a bit disappointing. But never mind. Let's take a look at how some of these older games work with the new system. Okay, I've picked a few games to test with the system. Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and Resident Evil Revelations to test how well the C-Stick works. And Kid Icarus Uprising and Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to see how much better the colours and the graphics are. So I can safely say that although it does feel a little odd at first, it's definitely really responsive considering how small it is. And I don't know if you can see, but it actually doesn't move at all. It's just like rubber. But somehow it still manages to pick up what direction it's going in. So I'm not really sure how that works, but it does work. So let's take a look at it on a different game, Resident Evil, which uses it for moving the camera around. Although the stick's really small, you can actually still do really small adjustments, which is quite surprising considering it doesn't really feel like it moves anywhere. It's pretty much the same kind of thing that you used to find on old laptops, if you remember them, with the analog nubs that would control the mouse. But it definitely feels very nice, and this game also makes use of the extra ZL and ZR buttons on the back. So ZL makes the gun appear and ZR fires. It might take a bit of getting used to because they're quite far in compared to the L and R buttons, they're standard ones. But it definitely feels really nice, and a lot nicer than having that great big chunky attachment on the back. Definitely something that I could easily get comfortable playing with.
Weren't you the one who said stay quiet?
Another thing that's apparently much improved is the camera, and from the looks of it, it is a lot brighter than before, and faster too. And the inner cam as well, and you can see what I've been filming with. Definitely looks a lot nicer. So I've got the same page open on both of the 3DS's. You'll notice that the 3DS XL uses a mobile version, while the new 3DS seems to use a more modern version. It's also got a new menu. As you can see, that's a huge improvement. This one actually failed to load. One other thing that's new for this new version of the 3DS is amiibo support. Let's try it out with Pit. It's already picked up my data from the Wii U and say who the owner is. Hopefully in the future a lot more games will become compatible with the amiibos. So here's the two games side by side in exactly the same place. Really, I can't tell much difference. Apparently the new 3DS is supposed to have better colours. One thing that is very noticeable though is how much better the speakers are in the new model. If I just turn this up now. Now compare that to the 3DS XL. Maybe it's slightly harder to hear on the video, but in real life there is a definite improvement in quality. And it's also a lot louder too.
Oh, I know. Destroy the green targets to remove the crown and expose the core. Then destroy the core.
Huh. It's like a shooting game. I can almost feel the controller in my hands.
So there was a quick look at Kid Icarus on the new 3DS. Looks and plays just as good as ever, but that's kind of the problem. There is nothing different about it. It is exactly the same as the 3DS. For size comparison, here's the new 3DS compared to the DSi. They're more or less exactly the same in dimensions. The new 3DS being slightly bigger. Let's see how the new 3DS handles original DS games. The original It actually looks really nice on this, surprisingly. I think it is a lot clearer than the original 3DS was for normal DS games, so that's a bonus point to this system. And the colours are nice and vibrant too. So what are my overall thoughts on the new 3DS? Well, it is an improvement in many ways, but also in many ways is not that much of a big deal, at least not yet, until some games come out for it that only work on this system, such as Xenoblade Chronicles, obviously, is the main one. Apparently Majora's Mask is going to have some extra features. It does have some really nice new features, like the extra circle pad, the improved 3D, Miiverse, speeds increase, amiibo support, faceplates on the standard version like this. But ultimately it is still a 3DS. At the moment there's no exclusive games for it. Overall, this edition is a lovely collector's item. It is a very nice system, and definitely worth the upgrade if you like them new features. So thanks for watching.